Bitcoin waking up on the daily chart, the weekly chart, the everything chart. Today's video, we're going to cover the daily, the weekly, the 5-day Gaussian channel. We'll look at kind of where I believe the market could be headed, some target points, resistance, pullback levels, all that good stuff. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Telegram. If you'd like to see more than what you put out here on YouTube, join us on our free Telegram. We also have a private Telegram. You get a lot more content in there if you're interested. So let's go ahead and start it off. So what do we have here? Well, Bitcoin has torn directly through the biggest resistance level on the chart. All of 2022, we've been targeting that 46K level, right? We held this for over a month as support. So when you flip and break through, massive support there, usually you're going to come back and flip it as resistance, which we held here in February. We tried it again back in March, early March, and then busted right through the door. So now what do we have? Well, we're outside the Bollinger Band, see here. So, previous times, yeah, you can last out here a good amount of time, but let's take a look-see at the candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles green in a row. Could we have more? Of course, right? Way back in July, last time we had 10 in a row, right? Before we pulled back. And where do we pull back to? Right to the 21-day EMA, right? So if we do that again, say we continue up for the next couple days here, and we do have a little bit of room left on our indicators, but we are getting a little bit overheated, but more than that in just a bit. Okay, so let's say we come up here. Where would our level be? I'm glad you asked. Let's look to the left, right? You always want to be looking left, right? There's our support. We broke through that, so our next area is going to be right in this area, right? It doesn't have to be right at the, to the dollar, right? But we're looking somewhere around 50K, give or take. That's just based off of this chart. That is exactly where you should be looking. Do we have room to go up there? Do we have to go up there? Of course we don't have to go up there. Do we have the ability to go up there? Yes, we do. Let's look at why I say that. Well, let's zoom out to the RSI. Look at our stochastic, right? Our stochastic is the momentum that's also based on the RSI. So our momentum is cranked out, right? We have the gas pedal to the metal, or the electric pedal if you're an EV guy. So we have a breakout here, right? Here's our previous top. Now we're just over 70. How long has it been since we've been over 70? Well, zoom out and you can see it's been a hot minute. Last time we were over 70 was October. Remember how great October was? Look at that move through there. We topped out just shy of 70, around 78, right? Before that, only a couple times going back since we got real heated the beginning of last bull cycle, right? Only a couple times have we been over 70 for Bitcoin on the daily chart RSI. Okay, so we have some room to go. We could get up to 80. I would say if we're going to make a run to 50, then we probably will be out here. And if we start breaking above here, recognize that although that's good, you want your RSI high, your strength index, right? Relative strength index. You want that high, but when you start to get up here, it's starting to get oversold. Okay. So recognize that if you haven't bought yet and you have a stack of cash, it's probably in your best interest to wait, right? Not financial advice, but could we pop to 50 by this time tomorrow? Maybe. We have the room to do it, right? We've done it. It would be a very similar move to July. Remember the July move, right? Nice move up. And we had 10 green candles in a row before we pulled back right to the 21-day, right? Like we said. So when we do that, where would we draw back to? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's look at the same level. When you break a support, it flips to resistance. When you break it again, you want it to flip to support. So does that mean right at 46K we should hold or we're dead? No, right? You got a kind of a whole level here we can look at. So let's get the right tool. There we go. And so I would say the start initial level, that would be kind of the rough floor. But if we come back and you want to buy more, it's going to be right in this zone right here. Could be 44.5 to 46K. That's just the odds. And all you have to play in crypto is the odds. Nobody knows what's going to happen. But based on history, based on the charts, that's why you have all these, right? You want to put the odds as stacked in your favor as you can. And that's why I'm here. I'm trying to help you do that. So a breakout to 50, a pullback somewhere between 46 to 44.5 would be ideal. And then if you see us hold that, it could take a couple days, right? Doesn't mean it has to bounce and go immediately. It could take a week, right? We could just trend sideways again until we decide what to do. If we move back up after retesting this, that's game on sign. That's the Bulls have pretty much finished off the Bears in a big way, and there would be full bull mode at that point. And I would say we would make a run to our next level, which would likely be somewhere right up in here, if you can believe it. 58, 56 to 58. There's our next kind of liquidation zone level right up in here. So this is going to be, crazy time. When and if we come back and hold this, I would say this is our next target. So that is a heck of a move. Now we can discuss more what to do at that level once we get to it. But first and foremost, where could we pull back here? Yes, we could pull back here. Although, with the momentum and the impressiveness of the breakthrough pretty easily of the 46K, I would say we still got a little bit more momentum to go. It doesn't mean we can't go down to like 46K in the next couple hours and then go back up, right? Still volatility. But I would say for a, macro level kind of top out local peak, somewhere between like 48 to 50K, come back down, a healthy pullback after 7, 8, 9, whatever green candles in a row. Consolidate for a day or a week, right? And then if we lift off again, it's game time, right? Yeah, this is probably your best, final and best offer, so to speak, to be buying Bitcoin or even altcoins, because if Bitcoin holds this and then goes again, altcoins will likely start to soar. And yes, that's when alt season could begin to, show the sunrise, okay? So we would have a pretty nice recipe for alt season if this scenario ends up playing out. Now, you might be wondering, what about the bad stuff? Is there any bad stuff that could happen? Yeah. Let's cross that bridge now. Okay, so let's say we come back down and we end up not holding here. What are the odds of that? Well, I think the odds are that we do hold somewhere around in here. On the outside chance that we do not, and then the next couple of days, we come back down and we start closing back under this level. I cannot say this with any more importance. If you listen to anything in this video, listen to this. If we come back down here and close under 44.5, under these three levels, this will all but confirm a head fake up, a fake out, a bull trap, if you will, all the stuff, right? And we will be going down much further, likely at minimum, mid 30s, right? Minimum. Now, do I think this is likely? No. I think this has maybe 5-10% chance of happening. With the amount of momentum behind this and the positivity, I don't see that happening. So I just wanted to give you an outside observation to keep in the back of your mind, that do not get too deterministic that something 100% has to play out. There should always be, you should always, even if you're 99% one way, you should always have a little bit of a kind of rear view mirror just in case, there's a sniper behind you. Okay. Could this be the ultimate fake out, the best bull trap in Bitcoin's recent history? Yes, it could be. When would that likely not happen? A couple days. Give us just a couple days up here. The longer we can stay above 46K or even 44.5, I'll even give you some leniency, right? As long as we stay above these previous peaks, the longer we can do that, the odds are increasing to the bulls and to the upside. Okay, so we better hope that we can stay up here for a couple more days. It still has an outside chance, even though it's remote. Has an outside chance of being the greatest trick the devil ever pulled. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty much sums it up. Bitcoin in a nutshell. So it's a great pattern, great breakout. Ascending triangle, all that good stuff. I would say we maybe have a little bit more to go. When we get a pullback, this is the area. And yeah, if your coins aren't doing so well right now, that would be the area to flip them over to Ethereum, Bitcoin, or to a better performing altcoin, right? Just look at the percentages, right? Pick your favorite one. Which ones are doing well? Luna's doing quite well, right? If Luna starts clearing over 100, just a tidbit, it's probably going to do even better. Okay, So keep that in mind. Let's get over to, I'll probably do a link video later in the week if it's not today. I'll probably do some more altcoin videos. Get your requests in, send them down. None of the bull crap. Get out of, hopefully you've learned something over the past 6-8 months. Get out of the coins and get into the blue chips here, okay? These aren't all just my picks. These are like the better performing charts, okay? So just, if you don't have to follow what I do, but get something that's performing well against Bitcoin, against Ethereum, against the US dollar. If you're going up on all three of those, that's a good coin. I don't care what the project is. You're here for ROI, return on your investment. The projects are great, okay? If they're not performing, who cares? Get the money. All right. Crypto Fear and Greed Index. I mean, first time in a long time. We're in, I can't even believe it, greed. I cannot believe it. First time since November, right here. There's the last time. November, what, 15th? 16th. That was the last time we said anything but neutral. We fell right to neutral, and then fear, and we're trapped in the basement, okay? So good sign, right? Good sign. Could we get up to extreme greed? I don't know. I don't know just yet. I mean, I would like to, right? In July. Let's see what we did in July, because so far we're mimicking that pretty well. We went to greed, and then we fell back to fear, and then extreme greed, right? You know, within a couple of days. So keep that in mind. We'll see how that plays out. But interesting to note, nonetheless. Quote of the day: of all possessions, a friend is the most precious. I would agree. If you have a real friend, right? And certainly, if you start getting money, that's probably your primary concern. Do people like me for money, or do they like me for me? You know, good problem to have, I guess. If that's your biggest problem, I think you're doing all right. All right, car of the day. Any guessers? Who's got this one? I'd be impressed. You're probably a car person if you got this. Koenigsegg. Jesko. It's not out yet. I have this model reserved. I can't wait to get it in. It's probably going to be like till summertime before it comes in, but carbon wheels, I mean, I don't even know how much it is. It's 3 to 5 million at least. Look at the sickest wing spoiler in mankind's history. It doesn't even, it's not attached to anything but the damn roof and the rear. Amazing. Look at that. That is the spoiler of the decade. Amazing. I love the colors too. It's like pearl white and then lime green. Pretty cool. All right. I'll leave it there. That's all you get. Hopefully that helped somebody out there. Let me a comment. Let me a thumbs up. Follow us on Telegram if you want more help. I post extra stuff in there. All right.